Hey gearheads and power fanatics, welcome back to Techbeast TV. Get ready, because today we're diving headfirst into a world of pure mechanical muscle. We've got colossal machines tackling insane jobs, from processing mountains of firewood to wrestling giant logs and battling impossible terrain. You won't believe the power on display, so buckle up. All right, kicking things off, feast your eyes on the Cord King Compact Firewood Processor. This ain't your grandpa's axe, folks. This rig is a self-contained wood-chomping factory on wheels, a real game changer for commercial firewood operations or folks with serious heating needs. We're talking serious production here. Models like this Cord King can often churn out anywhere from 4 to 10 full cords of firewood per hour, depending on the setup and log size. That's enough wood to heat multiple homes through a cold snap. Watch as those hefty logs, up to 16 inches in diameter sometimes, get shoved into the loading trough, often featuring a live deck to keep feeding continuous. They meet a seriously mean-looking, carbide-tipped circular saw, probably spinning at thousands of RPMs and potentially 42 inches across, slicing through hardwood like it's butter. But wait, there's more. Bam! The integrated hydraulic splitter, packing upwards of 25 tons of force, instantly cracks those rounds into perfect, ready-to-burn pieces, often adjustable from 4 to 12 ways with quick-change wedges. Now, from brute force chopping to something requiring a surprising amount of finesse, mixed with sheer power, of course, check out this compact track loader. Looks like a Kubota SVL series, maybe, armed with a massive Dutchman-style tree spade. Its mission? To literally scoop a whole mature tree right out of the ground without killing it. These spades come in various sizes, capable of handling root balls from 30 inches up to a whopping 90 inches in diameter for truly large specimens. Think about the engineering here. Those 4 massive curved steel blades, each weighing hundreds, maybe thousands of pounds depending on the spade size, have to plunge down in perfect sync, hydraulically driven deep into the soil to encircle that precious root ball, minimizing disturbance. The hydraulics on these loaders are impressive, often pushing over 3,000 psi, needing significant flow to actuate those giant blades smoothly. The ground barely trembles as it lifts, a clean extraction. That tree, safely nestled in steel, its root ball intact, is ready for a road trip to its new home, maybe a park or a new development. It's like heavy-duty gardening meets incredible mechanical precision. Pretty wild stuff. Imagine moving a tree without disturbing a single leaf. That's the goal here, preserving nature's investment. So we gently relocated a tree, very zen. But now, forget gentle. We're about to unleash the heavy-hitting hardware. Think landscape makeover, but with more explosions and fewer throw pillows. Total domination, folks. What you're seeing is a New Holland D180 bulldozer, a true heavyweight contender, tipping the scales at over 20 tons, often closer to 22 tons operating weight, and packing north of 200 horsepower, maybe 230 from its Tier 4 final engine. That's serious pushing power, capable of moving cubic yards of earth with its massive blade. But here, it's dragging a monstrous Savannah 1720 mulching attachment from Derize Solutions. This ain't just clearing brush, folks. This is obliteration. Watch this dynamic duo tear through this old plantation field. Roots, stumps, leftover growth. Nothing stands a chance against those spinning, hardened steel teeth on the mulcher head, which might be 7 feet wide or more. That Savannah unit likely needs a high-flow hydraulic system pushing over 50. Whew, that was some serious earth-shattering action. Now trade your sunscreen for a parka, because we're heading where the abominable snowman hangs out. Time to see machines that laugh in the face of frostbite and wrestle logs in a winter wonderland. All right, let's head deep into the frozen north, where the work doesn't stop just because Jack Frost showed up. We've got a classic log skidder, maybe a timberjack, now John Deere, or a Caterpillar model, battling its way through a snow-blanketed forest. See those massive tires, maybe 30-inch rims or larger, wrapped in gnarly chains. Absolutely essential for getting any kind of grip on packed snow and ice. Skidders like this are built tough, often weighing 15 tons or more, sometimes pushing 20 tons, with powerful diesel engines putting out serious torque, often well over 200 horsepower, specifically designed for pulling heavy loads. Listen to that engine strain. It's fighting the weight of those logs and the drag of the deep snow, which adds incredible resistance. That powerful winch cable, likely 3/4 inch or 7/8 inch thick steel rope, rated for tens of thousands of pounds, is dragging timber measured in tons towards the landing zone. Those skidders sure showed winter who's boss. But hey, even lumberjacks gotta tidy up their rooms, right? Next up, the Roomba of the forest, only way bigger and less likely to get stuck under your couch. It's cleanup time. After the big trees are down and skidded out, you've got the aftermath. Branches, tops, all the unusable bits called slash. This needs managing for fire safety and regeneration. Enter the forestry forwarder. Think of it as the articulated all-terrain cargo hauler of the woods, often featuring 8 wheels on bogie axles for lower ground pressure and better traction, paired with a nimble crane like this Kesla model. Kesla cranes are known for their reach and lifting capacity, easily handling bundles of slash. Its job, meticulously cleaning up the site. Watch the operator work that grapple. It's like an oversized claw game, but way more productive. These forwarders are amazing, carrying payloads of 10, 15, even 20 tons or more in their bunk. Forest floor, spotless. Now to the log yard, the Olympics of timber. Prepare for some heavy lifting that makes your gym look like a playground. These machines are the true strongmen, flexing their hydraulic muscles. It's giant time. Welcome to the bustling log yard, Grand Central Station for timber. After those logs make their journey out of the deep woods, this is where the next big sort happens. We got a whole fleet of heavy iron here. Big wheel loaders, specialized skidders, maybe some Volvo trucks waiting their turn. Look at these operators go. They're like heavy metal choreographers, dancing these powerful machines around, picking up colossal logs with those giant grapples. Some of this gear looks like it's seen a few hard miles, maybe even some old school 3-wheelers still earning their keep. But they all got one job: get these logs sorted and loaded. It's a muddy, messy business, but it's all about speed and efficiency. Time is money, right? They gotta keep that timber moving down the line, feeding the mills, and keeping the whole industry rolling. No rest for the weary when you're dealing with this kind of volume. And check this out, folks, over there. That's the Trinumatico Bell 220A, a real workhorse with its unique 3-wheel design, perfect for squeezing into tight spots and handling those massive logs with ease. It's like a nimble giant, waltzing around the yard with precision and power. Equipped with advanced hydraulics and a rugged engine, this machine is built to tackle the toughest jobs. The 3-wheel setup gives it unmatched maneuverability, letting it zip through the crowded yard, lifting and sorting logs faster than you can say timber. It's the unsung hero keeping the wood flowing smoothly, making sure everything's in the right place at the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn and feast your eyes on the real MVP of this log yard, the Trinumatico Bell 220A. This 3-wheel dynamo rolls in like a rock star, turning tight spaces into its personal dance floor. Those 3 wheels aren't just quirky, they're the secret sauce, letting it glide through the chaos with the grace of a figure skater and the grit of a lumberjack. Powered by a roaring engine and a hydraulic system slicker than a greased pig, this beast lifts giant logs like they're feathers in a pillow fight. Now that was a graceful log lifting ballet, but not every log gets the VIP treatment. Now meet the machine that's basically a giant, angry beaver on steroids. It's wood chipping time, and things are about to get very, very loud. All right, hold on to your hats because things are about to get loud. Feast your eyes on this colossal yellow wood chipper, a hungry, hungry hippo of the industrial world. likely a model from Bandit, Moorbark, or Vermeer. Check out the operator skillfully wielding that log loader crane, snatching up entire tree trunks like they're toothpicks. We're not talking branches here, folks. These are serious logs being fed onto that in-feed conveyor, often featuring aggressive feed wheels to pull material in. Inside that beast, a massive drum, probably weighing several thousand pounds, maybe 5,000 pounds or more, and studded with multiple razor-sharp knives, is spinning at incredible speeds, driven by immense engine power. Listen to that roar. Wood just explodes into a hurricane of chips, blasted out the adjustable discharge chute into that waiting semi-trailer. Machines like this can often devour logs up to 30 inches in diameter, powered by engines pushing 600, 700, even 1,000 horsepower or more. It's pure industrial might, turning giants into valuable biomass for energy or landscaping in seconds flat. The sheer volume processed, sometimes hundreds of cubic yards per hour, is staggering. Whoa, that chipper means business. Talk about industrial strength confetti. Now let's see a different kind of takedown. Less boom and more grind, grind, grind. Think David versus Goliath if David had super sharp metal teeth. Now for a different kind of takedown. Forget the quick slice of a chainsaw for a second. Meet the ASV RT120 Forestry Compact Track Loader. ASV is known for its Posy Track undercarriage system, offering exceptional traction and low ground pressure, minimizing disturbance on sensitive ground. This tracked beast, known for its extreme power and hydraulic flow, often over 40 gallons per minute in high flow mode, essential for demanding attachments, is armed with a drum mulcher attachment, and it's going toe-to-toe with a standing tree. It's not about one clean cut, this is a battle of inches. Watch as those high-speed rotating teeth on the drum, often carbide-tipped or steel planer-style teeth for durability, tear into the base of the trunk, chewing away bark and wood, layer by relentless layer. Sawdust flies like shrapnel. The operator strategically weakens the tree, creating a hinge, controlling the fall direction. You can almost feel the tension, the tree resisting, the machine grinding away. It's a calculated, powerful approach to felling, bringing the tree down through sheer mechanical erosion. It shows a different, often safer method for controlled tree felling in certain situations. Stump? What stump? All gone. Now back to the main event, hauling out the good stuff. We're diving deep into the muck where only the bravest machines dare to tread. Prepare for a serious, mudslinging good time, folks. Let's push deeper into the logged-out forest, where the ground gets seriously nasty. And look what emerges, a legendary green timberjack skidder. Timberjack was a huge name in forestry, eventually acquired by John Deere, but the legacy lives on. These machines are icons of the logging world, built like tanks for one job, dragging massive logs out of impossible places. This looks like a grapple skidder, using a powerful hydraulic claw instead of winch cables to grab logs quickly. Check out those beefy tires wrapped in heavy-duty chains, absolutely critical for traction on this chewed-up, muddy terrain. The articulated steering, allowing the front and rear sections to pivot independently, gives it surprising agility for its size, navigating tight spots. Watch the operator expertly lower that powerful grapple, clamping down on multiple huge logs. We're talking several tons of timber in one go. Now the real work starts. The engine, likely a 6-cylinder diesel with plenty of torque, bellows, those chains dig in, and the skidder starts muscling its heavy prize through mud and over obstacles. It's a pure display of brute force and traction winning against tough conditions. This machine embodies resilience. Those skidders are pure muscle, but before the big boys can play, sometimes you need a surgeon's touch. with a really big chainsaw. Give it up for the brave souls who dance with danger, one precise cut at a time. Okay, let's switch gears from pure machine power to incredible human skill and nerve. We've got experienced loggers here, armed with high-powered Husqvarna Pro saws, maybe a 372 XP or a 572 XP model, packing 70 or 80 cc's of power and running a long bar, maybe 28 or 32 inches, suited for big timber. They're preparing to bring down a truly massive tree. This isn't just hacking away. It's a science requiring training and certification. Observe the precision as they cut the face notch or undercut, a specific wedge shape that dictates exactly where this giant is going to fall and prevents splitting. Every angle, every depth is critical. Now, they move around back to make the felling cut, carefully leaving just the right amount of hinge wood, typically about 10% of the tree's diameter. That hinge is everything. It acts like a door hinge, controlling the fall. See them hammering in those felling wedges? Tiny plastic or metal wedges applying immense leverage against the tree's weight, keeping the saw bar from getting pinched and encouraging the tree to lean the right way. The air is thick with anticipation. One mistake here could be deadly serious. This is where experience and focus are paramount. This is it. The final wedge is hammered home. The back cut meets the carefully planned face notch. Listen, hear that? Those ominous cracking sounds? That's the sound of wood fibers in the hinge wood stretching and finally surrendering under tons of pressure. Slowly, agonizingly at first. The giant starts to lean, following the path dictated by the undercut. Gravity grabs hold, pulling it down faster. Faster, timber, and what a landing. But the forest isn't done fighting yet. Now we trade solid ground for a mud wrestling match. Can our next mechanical hero conquer the swamp monster, or will it get a mud facial? Let's find out. Get ready for a mud bath, folks. Here comes a tough blue Valtra forwarder, a Finnish brand known for reliability, plunging headfirst into some seriously nasty, waterlogged terrain. Look at those massive tires, possibly low-pressure flotation tires designed for soft ground, churning, fighting for every inch of traction in these deep, soupy ruts. This ain't just mud, it's practically a swamp trying to swallow this multi-ton machine whole. The operator's working magic, using the articulated steering and possibly diff locks, just to keep it moving while positioning to load logs with that attached Cranab log loader crane, another respected Scandinavian brand. Watch the grapple snatch those heavy logs, but fully loaded, adding maybe 15 tons to its weight, the rear bogies sink deep. It's stuck, bogged down proper. In a brilliant, desperate move, the operator uses the crane itself, pushing against a solid object or building a makeshift log bridge under the wheels to provide lift and traction. Will it hold? Can it claw its way out? The engine screams, tires spin like crazy. It's moving, inch by muddy inch. Yes, it escapes the pit. Unbelievable save. Quick thinking and adaptability are key in these treacherous situations. Our hero escapes the swamp. Give it up. But hold on, we're not done with chainsaws yet. This time it's precision felling with an added requirement. Don't hit the expensive machine right next to you. Talk about pressure. Forget the fancy hydraulics for a second. This is pure guts and precision. We're back with another seasoned logger, chainsaw in hand, squaring off against a towering tree. And look, right in the shadow of that massive yellow tracked harvester. Talk about working in a high-pressure environment. Felling timber manually requires intense concentration, but doing it safely near hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of machinery adds a whole new level of stress. He expertly carves that critical face notch, aiming the fall precisely away from the expensive harvester and any other obstacles. Then, the tense back cut, leaving just that vital strip of hinge wood. The difference between a controlled drop exactly where planned and total chaos potentially crushing equipment. Top-notch chainsaw skills. But now let's see what happens when you let a robot overlord handle the tree takedown. Prepare for high-tech timber termination faster than you can say deforestation. Kidding? Mostly. Processor time. Now watch modern technology take over. That yellow tracked harvester, a forest-eating machine likely from a major player like John Deere, Ponce, or Komatsu Forest, moves in on the felled log. Its powerful crane arm, with maybe 30 feet of reach, wields a sophisticated processing head. Looks like a Woody model, though Waratah and Log Max are also common. It clamps onto the trunk with powerful feed rollers, and bam! These rollers, often spiked for grip, instantly pull the tree through razor-sharp delimbing knives, stripping branches in the blink of an eye. Then, zing! The integrated saw bar flashes, bucking the log into precise, pre-programmed lengths at incredible speed, optimized by an onboard computer. These processing heads are marvels of engineering, measuring diameter and length, calculating volume, and cutting logs to maximize value based on mill requirements, all in seconds. That processor is like science fiction for trees, but even the fanciest tech can't escape a good old-fashioned mud fight. For our grand finale, a plucky machine faces a mud pit that's trying to swallow it whole. The final showdown. Just when you thought the mud couldn't get any deeper, enter this rugged red MT's forwarder, likely based on a Belarus tractor, built in Minsk and known across Eastern Europe and beyond for being tough, relatively simple mechanically, and affordable, if not the most refined. They have a reputation as workhorses that can handle rough conditions. This classic machine is facing an absolute quagmire. Those heavy tire chains are its only prayer against this swampy battlefield, trying to find purchase where there's seemingly none. Wow, what an incredible display of power, engineering, and sheer grit. From precision firewood processing to battling insane mud and felling forest giants, these machines and their skilled operators get the job done, no matter how tough. It really makes you appreciate the muscle behind modern industry and forestry. Thanks so much for joining us today on Techbeast TV. If you love seeing these mechanical monsters in action, do us a solid and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We've got plenty more awesome machine madness coming your way. Until next time, keep those engines roaring.